John, what is it? What's the matter?
They want pillows.
Pillows? Anything I can do to pretty?
Yes, thank you.
It's those toys open up through the bag. Four more cablegrams, more packages. That's why I'm crazy upstairs. With that bell ringing all the time.
Oh, dear Judy, Bell. What did you say, Richard?
Well, one from New York and one from San Francisco.
There was something from Alaska early this morning.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, right. You want some flyers to have a cigarette? Flyers, love.
Oh, they haven't done a kitchen. Or done a kitchen.
Oh, tell me, Miss Preen.
Yes, exactly.
Are you bringing them?
We're getting them out of bed now. He'll be out in a minute.
Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, you must be so happy.
That's like a rat. You can tell hole.
2 o'clock? Yes, I think you can talk then. All right. Guess who that was? H.G. Wells from London.
H.G. Wells on our telephone.
I'll go. Clearly, now.
I got an orange juice. That's fine, Sarah. Is it fresh?
Yes, ma'am.
You move like a broken down truckle.
His voice is just the same as on the radio.
Oh, girl. Oh, I'm so glad you came. Oh, you didn't take your coat.
Just asked if I'm trying to get him away. We couldn't stay away.
Oh, I know.
You're so lucky.
She was at my house. Oh, you will catch the floor show downtown.
It was wonderful.
Oh, did you get anything?
Yes, it's splendid.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I wish I could have made it, but not today.
I'll get upstairs if there's anything else you
Oh,
need.
yes, dear. Tell your father you better come down, will you? Mr. Whiteside is coming out.
I brought him a slip. Do you think it would be all right if I gave it to him?
Oh, I think that would be lovely.
And some cats good
Oh,
jelly.
how nice. Who do you think was on the phone just now? H.G. Wells from London. H.G. Wells. And look at all these packages and cablegrams. Why, excuse my manners. Please have a seat. Oh, girls. We've had calls and messages from all over this country. And Europe. Oh, the New York Times and Felix Frankfurter, Dr. Defoe, the Mount Wilson Observatory. I just can't tell you what's been going on. Why, I'm simply exhausted.
There's a big piece about it in this week's Times. Did you see it?
No, really?
Oh, yes, Stacey. Their name's in it, too. Listen. Courtly Sheridan Whiteside. Critic, lecturer, wit, radio orator, friend of the great and near great. Last week found, celebrated wit, no weapon with which to combat injured hips. The Falstaffian Mr. Whiteside, trekking across the country on one of his annual lecture tours, met his Waterloo in the shape of a small piece of ice on the doorstep of Mr. and Mrs. Ernest Stanley of Visalia, Ohio. Result: canceled lectures and disappointment to thousands of adoring children in Omaha, Denver, and Point West. Further results: the idol of the airwaves rests until further notice in the home of the surprised Mr. and Mrs. Stanley. Possibility: Christmas may be postponed this year. What does that mean?
A small piece of ice on the doorstep of Mr. and Mrs. Why think of it?
Of course, if it were my house, Daisy, I'd have a bronze plate put on the steps. Gregory Shaw.
Oh, well, of course, I could tell Sheriff Whiteside. We never goes to dinner together. When he finally agreed to come here, well, then this had to happen. Well, Mr. Whiteside, but it's going to be so wonderful having you with us. And for a little while, we're just going to sit around in the evening and discuss books and plays, all the great people we've known, and he'll talk in that wonderful way of his. Why, he may even read goodbye to us.
Daisy! Daisy! Can't wait any longer. Whiteside, come on, Daisy.
Oh, Ernest is coming out any minute, and H.G. Wells telephoned from London, and we're in town. Look!
I don't like this kind of publicity at all, Daisy. When do you suppose he's going to leave?
Well, we're only coming out this morning. After all, we've had quite a show. And he's been in bed for 2 full weeks. He'll certainly have to rest a few days, Ernest.
Well, I'm sure it's a great honor to be in the house, but it is a little upsetting. Phone going all the time. Bells ringing. Messenger boys running in and out.
Pardon me, Mrs. Stanley. Have a cigarette for you.
They're on their way to the cover. My son went to them.
Thank you.
This is Miss Cutler, Mr. Whiteside's secretary.
How do you do? May I move upstairs?
You mean he's coming out now?
He is indeed.
Oh, he's coming out. I can hardly wait. Oh, Jude, Mr. Whiteside is coming out.
Mr. Whiteside is coming out.
Oh, I'm so excited. I just don't know what to do.
Me too. I know how simply done.
I know. Good morning, Dr. Bradley.
Good morning, good morning. Well, here we are, Mary and Rice. Bring a little patient out, Miss Preen.
Oh, really, Sheridan Whiteside.
I may vomit.
And this is my husband, Mr. Stanley.
How do you do, Mr. Whiteside? Well, how are you feeling better?
Well, thank you. I'm suing you for $150,000.
How's that? What?
Well, I said I am suing you for $150,000.
Because you fell on our steps, Mr. Whiteside.
Samuel J. Leibowitz will explain it to you in court. Who are those two harpies standing there like the kiss of death?
Oh, dear, my cat and a chimney.
Made from your own wood, I have no doubt. And now, Miss Stanley, I have a few small matters to take up with you. Since this corner druggist at my elbow, it tells me that I must be confined to this moldy mortuary for at least another 10 days, due entirely to your stupidity and negligence. But I shall have to carry on my activities as best I can. I shall require the exclusive use of this room, as well as that drafty sewer which you call the library. I wouldn't know when to come in or out, but I am in this room.
Oh, but we have to go upstairs to get to our room, Mr. Whiteside.
Well, isn't there a back entrance?
Why? Yes.
Well, then use that. I shall also require room for my secretary, Miss McCutcheon. Well, let me see. Ah, yes. I will have a great many incoming and outgoing calls, so please, do not use the telephone. I sleep until noon and must have quiet through the house until that hour. There will be 5 for lunch today. Where's the phone?
Whiteside, may I interrupt for a moment?
You may not, sir. Will you take your clammy hand off my chair? You have the touch of a sex-starved cobra. And now, will you all please leave quietly, or must I ask my secretary to fasten on you with a baseball bat?
Well, goodbye, Davy. We'll call you.
Oh, no, we must use the room.
Well, we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Just a minute, Mr. Whiteside.
There is nothing to discuss, sir. Considering the damage that I have suffered into your hands, well, I am asking very little. Good day.
Call you from the office later.
Not on this phone, please. Here is the menu for lunch.
But I've already ordered lunch.
It will be sent up to you on a tray. I'm using the dining room for my guests. Where were those cigarettes?
Oh, my son went for them. Oh, why, I don't know why. Here's the menu for lunch. I'll have mine upstairs on the tray.
Yes, ma'am.
Young ladies, I cannot stand indecision. Do you either go up those stairs or come down them?
Hello, Mr. Whiteside. Here are the cigarettes. I'm sorry I'm so long. I had to go to 3 different stores.
You are God long enough to have a baby. Oh, is there a man in the world who suffers as I do from the gross inadequacies of the human race? What are you doing? Go in and read the life of Florence Nightingale and learn how unfitted you are for your chosen profession.
Well, I think I can say that the view of Miss Cutler's capable head. Shall I look at it again this afternoon?
If you do, I shall spit right in your eye.
What a sense of humor you writers have. By the way, it isn't really worth mentioning, but I've been doing a little writing myself about my medical experiences.
I shall be spared nothing.
It would be 2 months to ahead you. That's over while you're here. Well, I just happen to have a copy with me. The story of a humble practitioner, 40 years in Ohio.
Well, I shall drop everything.
Well, thank you, and I hope you like it. Well, we'll see you on tomorrow. That hit 5 for WB Business.
Yes.
Good day.
Oh. Maggie, will you please take 40 years below the navel, or whatever it's called?
Well, I must say, you're certainly paid all your custom grace and charm.
Look here, Puss. I'm in no mood to discuss my paper, good or bad. I had no desire to cross this cheerless threshold. I was hounded and badgered into it. I now find myself, after 2 weeks of rack and pain, accused of behaving without charm. What would you have me do, Christen?
Very well, Sherry. After 10 years, I should have known better than to try to do anything about your manners. But when I finally give up this job, I may write a book about it all. Through the years, Prince Charming.
Listen, repulsive. You are tied to me with an umbilical cord made of piano wire. And now, if we may discuss the subject of my charm, for which, incidentally, I received $1,500 per appearance, then possibly we can go to work. Oh, no. Yes.
My name is Harry Stanley. I knew you were Sheridan Whiteside until this Holly Preen scream against the pine tree. I remembered what you had written about Kaufman, Julia's store. It was the nicest thing.
Thanks. Maggie, for God's sakes, what was that?
That was Mr. Savage and Harriet. I've talked to her a few times. She's quite strange.
Strange. She's right out of the house with the basket doors. You know what? I've seen that face somewhere before.
Nonsense. You couldn't have.
Here, take this and press it in the doctor's book.
Here's the telegram.
What date is this?
December 10th.
Send a wire to Columbia Broadcasting. You can squeeze a wire New Year's Eve broadcast from the New York studio as I shall be proceeding east instead of returning to Hollywood. A stop for special New Year's Eve broadcast. We'll have as my guests Shasha Hypens, Catherine Cornell, the Lutz, Schiaparelli, and Haley Selassie on shortwave from England, Whiteside. Send a wire to Mahatma Gandhi, Bombay, India. Dear Boo-Boo, schedule changed. Can you make me July 4th, Calcutta, dinner at 8:30, Whiteside. Wire to the editor of the Atlantic Monthly. Don't worry, Stinky. Copy will arrive, Whiteside. Wire to Arturo Toscanini. Where is he?
I'll find him.
County Audio, January 4th, Metropolitan Opera House. My annual home for paroled convicts. As you know, this is a very worthy cause and very close to my heart. Tibet, Redford, Martinelli, and Flagstaff have promised me personally to appear. Oh, P.S. Will you have a special dinner afterwards with myself and Ethel Barrymore? Whiteside. That's Miss Stanley. Tell her she's too drunk to talk.
Hello. Hollywood.
Oh, that's Sam Goldman. Hang up.
Hello, Banjo.
Banjo! Oh, give me that phone.
Banjo, you old so-and-so. How are you, darling?
Stop dribbling and give me that.
Shut up, Sherry. Are you coming in, Banjo? Well, I miss you. Oh, he's going to.
Come on, give me that.
Well, in fact, he's screaming at me right now. Here he is.
How are you? You falls behind, and what are you going to give me for Christmas? Oh, no, I'm fine. Yes, I've got the best horse doctor in town. What about you? Having any fun? Playing any cricket? What's that? Well, don't take all of this money. Save a little bit for me. You know what? Having your portrait painted is my move. Milk crows. Not really. Oh, no. From here I go to New York for my annual New Year's Eve broadcast. Yes, then I go to Dortmund for 2 weeks for the annual drama festival. Oh, you wouldn't understand. But I can't waste all of my time talking to Hollywood riffraff. Kiss the little Parsons for me. Goodbye. He took $1,400 from Sam Goldwyn last night for cribbage. And Sam said, Banjo, I will never play golf with you again.
What's this about his having his portrait painted?
Salvador Dali. That's all his face needs. A surrealistic painting. What do you want now, Miss Bedman?
It's your bill, Mr. Whiteside. One every 45 minutes.
Where were we?
Here's a cable from that dear friend of yours, Lorraine Shelley.
Oh, let me see it.
I've been in Scotland on a shooting party, Lord Lady Gnarr, and only just heard your poor sweet things. And down here in Surrey with Lord Bodley, sailing Wednesday on Normandy, can't wait to see my poor sweet Sherry, your blonde girl Lorraine. Birthday master, I may
don't be bitter, Puss, just because she is more beautiful than you are.
Lorraine Sheldon is a very fair example of that small, vicious circle you move in.
Your sex jealousy am I the sword. Here, give me the rest of those.
Lorraine Sheldon, Lord Bosley, my aunt Stanley.
Ah, it's from Destiny's Heart.
Ah, English little vocal boy.
Dear baby's birth, what is this I hear about a hip fracture in some bordello brawl? Does this mean our Hollywood Christmas party is off? Finished the new play, Margot Park, or it's superb. Myself and ukulele leave Honolulu tomorrow without order. Oh, P.S. The Sultan of Zanzibar wants to meet Ginger Rogers. Let's face it, Oscar Wilde.
He does travel, doesn't he? You know, it would be nice if the world went around Beverly Carlson for a change.
Hollywood next week. Well, why couldn't he stop by on his way to New York? Or Cinnamon Kid? Beverly Carlson, Royal Hawaiian Hotel, Honolulu. Oh, damn, Maggie, these people intend on having their guests using the front door.
What do you want them to do? Use the rope ladder?
I would not have it out of mildewed putz bags. Rushing in and out, and I would not step in. There's nobody home. Go away. The Stanleys have invested in white slavery.
Hello, Mr. Whiteside. All right, Bert Jefferson up from the Salient Journal.
Oh, get rid of it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Whiteside has seen no one.
Really?
Could we please leave?
Seems Mr. Whiteside is sitting up and taking notice.
I'm afraid he's not taking notice of the Salient Journal. Do you mind?
You know, if I'm going to be insulted, I'd like it to be by Mr. Whiteside himself. I never did like carbon copies.
Touche. I didn't sell you too, Maggie dear.
You please do that.
Having an interview, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, go away. I never did.
Mr. Whiteside, if I don't get this interview, I'll lose my job.
That would be quite all right with me.
You don't mean that, Mr. Whiteside? You used to be a newspaper man yourself. And you know the editors are like, well, mine's the toughest one that I've lived.
You won't get around me that way. If you don't like it, then get off the paper.
Well, I think it's a good paper, Mr. Whiteside. William Allen White could have gone down in Euphoria, but he didn't.
You have the effrontery, in my presence, to compare yourself with William Allen White.
Well, only in the sense that William Allen White stayed with the Euphoria, and I want to stay here and say what I want to say.
Such as what?
Now, why can't put it to work, Mr. Whiteside? It sounds like an awful lot of good. But the journal was my father's paper, and it's kind of a sentimental one, the paper. And I have to carry on where he left off.
Ah, so you own the paper, eh?
That's right.
So that this terrifying event, this dread journalistic apocalypse is you own yourself.
In a word, yes.
I see.
In the future, Sherry, let me know when you don't want to talk to anyone. I'll usher them right in.
Young man, come over here. I suppose you've written that novel.
No, but I've written that play.
I don't want to read it. Ah, these old eyes see lots of goodies over there. Hand them to me, will you?
The trouble is, Mr. Whiteside, you being in town comes under the heading of news, practically the biggest nuisance to the press. So I've just got to get this story.
Peacock, what an upfront.
Oh, no, Mr. Whiteside. You mustn't eat candy. It's very bad for you.
My great Aunt Jennifer ate a whole box of candy every day, every night. She lived to be 102, and when she's been dead for 3 days, she looks better than you do now. What were you saying, old fellow? You're about to say.
You know, I can report to my readers that several reasons dead yet.
We won't discuss it. Well, now that you've won me with your pretty ways, what would you like to know?
How about a brief talk of famous murder, Mr. Whiteside? I know you're an authority on murder, like a fine art.
My dear boy, when I talk about murders, I get paid for it. I made more money out of this Snyder Gray case than the lawyers did. So don't expect to get it for nothing.
Well then, what do you think of Miss Sally? Where are you going? How are you going to be here? Things like that.
Very well. A, Miss Sally is a talent of irresistible charm. Or B, I cannot wait to get at it. And C, from here I go to Cockfield for my semi-annual visit to the Cockfield Home for Paroled Convicts, for which, incidentally, I have raised over $500,000 in the past 5 years alone. Have you ever been to Cockfield, Jefferson?
I don't think so.
You really ought to go. It's only about 75 miles from here. You'd be a lot better off than wasting your time here with me. Did you ever hear how Cockfield started, Jefferson?
I don't think so, Mr. Whiteside.
Sit down and make yourself comfortable. It is one of the most touching and endearing stories of our generation. One misty St. Valentine's Eve, the year was 1901. Elias Peacock was just emerging from the state penitentiary. Destitute, embittered, cruel of heart, he wandered into a nearby little church. But there was no godliness in his heart that night, no twinkle in his eye, or prayer upon his lips. Stealthily, he made his way over to the poor box. With calloused hands, he ripped open the top of the small testimony of the simple people's faith and clutched at the few pitiful coins within. Just then, a child's wavering tremble broke the stillness of the night. "Excuse me, Mr. Man. Will you be my Valentine?" Elias Peacock turned. There in the faltering twilight stood a young creature about the age of 5. Curls cascading over her shoulders like a golden Niagara. In her hand, clutched a simple Valentine. In the heart of Elias Peacock a door opened. 25 years later, 3,500 ruddy-cheeked convicts were paroling the lawns of the Crockfield home for paroled convicts, basking in the sunlight, bathing in the swimming pools, and broadcasting with their very own symphony orchestra from their very own radio station. Elias Peacock has long since gone to his maker, but the young child about the age of 5 has now grown to full maturity and is the wife of the warden. And there, in the main hall of Crockfield, between an El Greco and a Rembrandt, there hangs, in a simple frame, a humble Valentine.
And an immense washroom, every Christmas Eve, the ghost of Elias Crockfield appears from the blue. Inside the street.
This aging debutante, Mr. Jefferson, I retain only my employ because she is the sole support of the two-headed brother.
I understand, Mr. Whiteside. Thank you very much. You've been very kind. By the way, I'm a cribbage player if you need one while you're in town.
Really? How much can you afford to lose?
I've no choice.
We won't discuss it. Come back at 8:30 and we'll play three-handed with goody two-shoes.
Sure.
What's that? That's you incredible beetle hound. What are you doing here?
I explained, Sherry. First I kissed my little Maggie.
Met selling what a wonderful surprise.
Jefferson, you are standing in the presence of the enchanted Professor Adolph Ness, the world's greatest authority on insect life.
How do you do?
Well, Sherry,
Stop looking at me adoringly and tell me why you're here.
you were sick, Sherry, so I come to cheer you.
He spent 2 years in a cave with nothing but plaid lines. He rates 3 pages in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Don't you, my little hookworm?
Sherry, you're embarrassing. Look, I brought you a present for while I lazy out. I said to my students, boys and girls, I would like to make a present for my 6th friend, Sheridan Whiteside. So you know what we did? We made a community of Paraplana Americana, commonly known as the American cockroach. Behold, Sherry, Roach City. Inside there are 10,000 cockroaches.
10,000? Sarah, what do you think?
If everything goes well, in a week so we'll be 50,000.
If everything goes well, what can go wrong? They're in there, I say.
Quiet, please. Go ahead, Ness.
You can watch them, Sherry, as they live out their whole lives. Here's the third custom. It is fascinating. They do everything you do.
Well,
Maggie, please. These are my cockroaches.
sorry.
Go ahead, Ness.
It's these headphones, Sherry. You can listen to their making calls. There are microphones down there. Listen.
How long has this been going on?
Aha! Paraplana Americana. There are cockroaches in this house.
I got a laptop. What? Mr. Whiteside, who are you? That is, but I will not stand here.
Then go upstairs. I'm expecting my lunch guest any time. Let you stay for the table. Jefferson, stay for lunch.
Gladly, Mr. Whiteside.
Maggie told them they'll be too.
Do we have it, Mr. Whiteside?
Chicken livers Tetra seeds and cherries to believe in dessert.
Excuse me, Mr. Whiteside. Lunch is ready.
Ah, excellent.
With stealing your
Bring this
hair
way,
from somewhere
gentlemen.
else.
Can I help you? Thank you. I hope every little tummy is a cluster with gastric juices. John, close the curtains, please. I don't want these people crying on their beds. I was dreaming of May West. I went to find you.
What is it, Mr. Whiteside?
What time is it?
About 6:30.
Where is Miss Cutler?
She went out
Out?
with Mr. Jefferson.
Is it all right for some lights here, Mr. Whiteside?
Ah, yes. Go right ahead, John.
Sir has something for you. She's bringing it out right now.
Oh, she has? Oh, where is she? My souffle queen.
Here I am, Mr. Whiteside.
She walks in beauty like the night, and in those hands, the deft art of Michelangelo. Let me taste the new goodies. Poetry. Sheer poetry.
I put a touch of absinthe in the dough. Do you like it?
Ambrosia.
And I got your pear from Maryland for dinner.
I have known 3 great cooks in my lifetime. Vicky Dives Egypt has one. My great Aunt Jennifer another. And the third, Sarah, is you.
Oh, Mr. Whiteside.
Tell me, how would you and Johnny like to come to New York and work for me?
Sarah,
Why, Mr. Whiteside.
what will we tell Stanley to Mr. Whiteside?
Well, just goodbye.
But they'd be awfully mad, wouldn't they? They've been so kind to us.
If they ever come to New York, we can invite them over for dinner sometime, if I'm not in town. Now run along and think it over. And remember, this is our little secret, just between us. Yes, and put plenty of sherry in that territory.
Yes, sir.
Miss Preen! Miss Preen!
Yes, sir.
What have you got in there anyway? A sailor?
But I was just washing my hands, Mr. Whiteside.
What time did Miss Cutler go out?
Oh, a couple hours ago.
Miss Jefferson calls for her.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Go back to your sex life.
May I show you who nested in the Peacock? I somehow feel that she would look at it I do.
Why, Miss Stanley? Oh, certainly. Miss Stanley, hadn't we met somewhere before?
Oh, no. I would have remembered. It would have been one of my most cherished memories.
Like Pete. Look, here I am with my childhood sweetheart under our lovely beach opportunity. I was 8, and she was 10. Why, I have never forgotten the happy times we had. What?
I tell you, I'm going to.
Zephyr's over there already, right?
There's someone. Yeah.
Whiteside.
Now, Ernest, please.
Quiet, please. Whiteside, I want to talk to you. I don't care whether you're busy or not. I stood on one stand.
Indeed.
This is the last straw. Just received a telephone bill for $784. Rome, Calcutta, Hollywood, Oklahoma City, Australia, New York, New York, New York, New York. Now I realize, Mrs. Whiteside, that you speak with men of letters.
Yes, of course, we both do.
Please, the past week I now call my soul my own. I haven't had a meal in the dining room once. I have to just go out of the house this morning.
Now, Ernest.
Oh, I can only find convicts sitting at my dinner table. Butcher shop nurse. A man putting cockroaches in the kitchen.
Oh, they just escaped us.
It's not strange. I go into my bathroom and bump into 22 Chinese students just shoot a bite here. Stay on stand, Mr. Whiteside. No matter who you are.
Have you quite finished?
No, I have not. I go down to my cellar this morning and trip on the octopus that William B. sent me. I say once again, Mr. Whiteside, you leave my house as soon as you can and go to a hotel. Stop calling me here. That's all I got to say, Mr. Whiteside.
And quite enough, I should think. May I remind you again, Mr. Stanley, that I am not a willing guest in this house. Oh, I am informed by my doctor that I must remain quiet for another 10 days. And this time, I shall get out of here so fast that the wind will knock you over, I hope. If, however, you insist on my leaving before that, thereby causing me to suffer a relapse, then I shall sue you for every additional day that I am held inactive, which will, I assure you, amount to a tidy sum.
It's outrageous. Outrageous.
As for the details of your petty complaint, Those 22 Chinese students came straight from the White House, where, I assure you, they used the bathroom there too.
Yes, I did. I meant every word of it.
There was only one point in which you make, in which I see some slight justice. I do not expect for you to pay for my telephone calls, and I shall see to it that restitution is made. Can you provide me with an exact amount?
I certainly can, and I certainly will.
Good! I shall see to it, and inform my lawyers that they shall deduct it from the $150,000 that I'm suing you for. Good day, Mr. Stanley.
Oh, now.
And I'll thank you not to trip over that octopus, which once belonged to Chauncey the Few.
Oh, we mustn't get excited. Remember, Mr. Whiteside was just here.
You know what? We got the strike ball. Yes, give him the Sandy Journal. No, I don't know the number. Hello, Journal. Isn't Mr. Jefferson there? He's not, eh? When do you expect him? No message. Oh, come here, you two. Oh, come on. I'm not going to bite you. Now, look here. I am by nature a gracious and a charming person. If I appear at it, it is on the side of kindness and amiability. I've been observing you two for the past week, and you seem to me to be extremely likable young people. I'm afraid that when we first met, I was definitely unpleasant to you, and for that I'm sorry. But I wish that in the future, you would not treat me like something out of Edgar Allan Poe. How do you like what you taught?
I think the tie is very pretty, Mr. Whiteside, and it makes things much pleasanter.
Now that we're on speaking terms, Mr. Whiteside, I don't mind telling you, I've been admiring all of your ties.
Really? You like this one?
I certainly do.
Then it's yours.
Thank you.
Really? This curious legend that I'm a difficult person is pure fabrication. Ice skating, eh? Ah, me. I used to cut the figure eights myself. Arm in arm with Betsy while waving the flag behind us.
It was wonderful on the night day, and Miss Cutler and Mr. Dexter were there.
Maggie, ice skating.
Yes, and she's good too. I got a marvelous picture of her.
Were they still there when you left?
I think so.
Yes, they were.
Mr. Whiteside, would you mind if I took a picture of you? I'd love to have one.
Oh, of course. Oh, do you want my profile?
I'm afraid they're done for, Mr. Whiteside. Oh, my brother's a camera key.
Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. I got a great one.
Hello, Miss Cutler. Hello there. Good evening, Sherry. Really, Sherry, you've got this room looking like an old parrot cage. Did you nap while I was out? What's the matter, dear? Cat run away with his tongue.
Don't look at me with those great cow eyes, you sex-ridden hag. Where have you been all afternoon? Alley-catting around with Bert Jefferson.
Sherry, Bert read his play to me this afternoon. Oh, it's superb. It isn't just that play written by a newspaper man. It's superb. Oh, I want you to read it tonight. It just plays out for Cornell. We send it to her, Sherry, and we read it tonight.
No, I will not read it tonight, or at any other time. And while we're on the subject of Mr. Jefferson, why don't you ask him if he wouldn't like to pay your salary, since he takes up all your time?
Come now, Sherry, it isn't as bad as that.
It is, my dear. I have no way of reaching you, not knowing which haylofts you frequent.
Stop behaving as a spoiled child, Sherry.
I don't take that patronizing tone of voice with me, you flea-bitten Cleopatra. I am sick and tired of your sneaking off like some lovesick high school girl every time my back is turned.
Well, Sherry, I'm afraid you hit the nail on the head.
Stop acting like Sassy Fitz, and explain yourself.
I'll make it quick, Sherry. I'm in love.
Nonsense. This is merely delayed humor.
No, Sherry, I'm afraid this is it. You're about to be a very excellent secretary.
Is that all?
Yes, except that, well, I suppose what might be called my resignation, as soon as you got someone else.
Now listen to me, Maggie. We've known each other for a long time. You are indispensable to me, but I think that I am unselfish enough not to let that stand in the way where your happiness is concerned. Because, whether you know it or not, I have a deep affection for you.
I know that, Sherry.
That being the case, I will not stand by and allow you to make a fool of yourself.
I'm not, Sherry.
You are, my dear. It's incredible. You're behaving like a character out of Wuthering Heights. I cannot believe that a girl who for the past 10 years has had the great figures of the world served up on a platter before her. I cannot believe that it is anything more than a kind of temporary insanity. When you're swept off your feet in a week by a second-rate, small-town newspaper man.
Sherry, I can't explain it. keep laughing to myself all the time. There it is. What can I do about it, Sherry? I'm in love.
We're leaving here tomorrow. Hit or no hit, we're leaving here tomorrow. I don't care if I fracture the other one. Just give me a train schedule and start packing. I'll go out of this Miss Stardust. I'll get the answer to those moonlit parts.
It's no good, Sherry. It's so good. I'll be back the next day.
It's unbelievable. Can you see yourself, the wife of the editor of the Thessalian Journal, having a dinner at home for Mr. and Mrs. Stanley, Mr. and Mrs. Poopface, and the rest of the Book of the Month Club?
Sherry, I've had 10 years of great figures in our time, and don't think I'm not grateful to you for it. They've been wonderful years, Sherry. Gay and stimulating. I don't think anyone has ever had the fun we've had. But a girl can't laugh all the time, Sherry. There comes a time when she wants for Jefferson. You don't know Bert, Sherry. He's gentle, he's unassuming. And well, I love him, and that's all.
I see. Well, I remain completely unconvinced. You are drugging yourself into this Joan Crawford fantasy. And before you become completely anesthetized, I shall do everything in my power to pull you out.
Now listen to me, Whiteside. I know you. Lay off. I know the devil you can be. I've seen you do it to other people, so don't you dare do it to me. Don't drug yourself into the idea that all you're doing is my happiness. You're thinking of yourself a little bit too, and all those months of breaking into somebody new. I've seen you in a passion before when your life was disrupted, when you couldn't die in Calcutta on July 4th with Boo-Boo. Well, that's too bad, but there it is. I'm going to marry her if it has me, and don't you dare try any of this. I'm on to every last one of them. That's my message to you, Big Lord Fauntleroy.
Hello, operator dear. Yes, this is Miss Sylvia, 142. I would like to make a transatlantic call. Yes, I'll hold. Hello, transatlantic operator. Yes, I'm trying to reach Mr. Ray Sheldon. That's S-H-E-L-D-O-N. She's on the Normandy. It sailed from Southampton the day before yesterday. Will it be long? Thank you.
Good evening, John. Good evening, John.
Oh,
Well, good evening, Mr. Whiteside.
oh, come back tomorrow, Doctor. I'm busy now.
Now, what would be the best news that I could possibly bring you?
You have hydrophobia.
No. Mr. Whiteside, you're a well man. You get up and walk now. You can leave tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I was reviewing those x-rays this afternoon. Do you know it? I was looking at the wrong x-rays. I was looking at all this mouth protection. You are perfectly, absolutely well.
Lower your voice, will you?
What's the matter? Aren't you pleased?
Yes, of course, naturally. You see, this just comes at a rather untimely moment. You see, Doctor, yes, Doctor, I've been reading a book. What is it,
And Ohio Doctor? Yes?
Yes, that's it. Yes, I consider it to be one of the greatest literary works of our time.
Mr. Whiteside.
So strongly do I feel about it, Doctor, that I would like to stay here in this area and work with you.
Mr. Whiteside, I would be so terribly honored.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, there was just one small problem. If my radio sponsors at Dexter were to learn that I am well, they would insist on my fulfilling my contracts, and I would be forced to leave this area. Therefore, you must not tell anyone, not anyone, that I am well.
I see.
Not even Miss Cutler, do you understand?
Oh, no one. Not so. Not even my wife.
That's fine.
Well, when do we start work? Tonight? I have just one more patient that's dying, and then I'll be perfectly free.
Come back tomorrow, Doctor. Will you please excuse me? This is a transatlantic call. Tomorrow, Doctor.
Tomorrow morning, I'll be so proud to work with you, Mr. Whiteside. You
Yes,
make me so very proud.
Terribly proud, yes. Hello. Yes, I'm on. Yes, this is Whiteside. Is this my blossom girl? Oh, Lorraine! Oh, how are you? Oh, no, I'm fine. Yes, I'm still out here. Tell me, dear, what day do you arrive? Tuesday. That's fine. Listen, darling, I have discovered a wonderful play with an enchanting part for you. Kid Cornell would get her eye teeth to pay it. But I think I can swing it for you. The author is a young newspaper man here in town. Or it just takes a little doing, blossom brand. You're the girl that can do it. Oh, don't tell anyone that you're coming. Just get on a train and arrive. If you play your cards right, you can swing it. But don't thank me, darling. Just get on a train and arrive. Goodbye, my blossom. Why, hello there, Miss Preen. God, you look ravishing this evening.
Sherry, I'm sorry for what I said before. I'm afraid I was a little unjust.
Well, that's all right, Maggie. It's no problem at all.
Sherry, I'm going to go to dinner tonight with Bert and to a movie. But we'll come back here and play cricket with you instead.
That's fine, Maggie.
See you soon, Sherry dear. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Maggie, darling. Mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Our bedroom now. They can hardly undress at night.
Merry Christmas, John. Merry.
Hello, Maggie. Merry Christmas, Sarah.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Dexter.
Say, business is good, isn't it? My, what a little black tail and a weekly radio hour can get you. What did the sponsors give him?
They gave him a full year's supply of the product. Cream of mush.
Well, they'll give it right back to him over there, that's for sure.
Wait until your tonight's broadcast, old fellow. It's so sticky, I haven't been able to get it off my lips since I copied it.
Look, Maggie, I'll come clean. Under the influence of God knows what, I've just bought you a Christmas present.
Why, Mr. Jefferson, sir.
Well, I'd like you to take a look at it before I throw away my hard-earned money. Right there, time to take a look.
All right. But it's very sweet of you. I'm quite touched. What is it?
A 2-year subscription to Pick-Click. Look and listen. What do you think I'm going to tell you? Come on down.
Okay. Sherry, I'm going out for a few minutes. Macara's freely. I won't be long.
Noel, Mr. W. How was some cribbage after tonight's broadcast?
No, I will not play cricket with you, Klondike Harriet. Where are you all to now, Madam Butterfly?
I'm meaning of the Christmas present.
Really?
Anything you want done downtown?
Oh, yes. Bring baby a lollipop. What are you getting me for Christmas, Dexter? I enriched your feeble life beyond your capacity to repay me.
Yes, that's what I figured, so I'm not giving you anything.
I see. Well, I was going to give you my old jock strap, but now I shan't. Maggie, what time are those radio men coming?
About 6:30. I'll be here. You've got to cut, Sherry. You're 4 minutes over. There's a cable here from Beverly Carlson. He's not sure what train to get out to Chicago, but he'll be here sometime this evening.
Oh, good. Is he staying overnight?
No, he has to get right out again. He's sailing Friday on the Queen Mary.
Think I could peek into another take a look at it? Beverly Carlson. Well, he used to be one of my heroes.
Used to be. You big state hack. Maggie, take this literate numbskull out of my sight and don't bring him back.
Yes, Mr. Whiteside, sir. We won't come back until Beverly Carlson gets here.
Oh, Bert, where are we going? I can't wait to see you done. I'm like a 10-year-old kid.
You look like the ten-year-old kid, Maggie. Bad.
Hello. Operator, do you give me the Mansion House? No, I don't know the number. Oh, hello, Mansion House. Has Mr. Rain Sheldon arrived yet? That's right, Mr. Rain Sheldon. Oh, she hasn't, eh? Very well. It don't mean a thing if it ain't.
Whiteside!
No.
Mr. Whiteside! Mr. Whiteside!
What do you want coming in here like that?
But I wasn't coming in. I was coming out.
Miss Preen, you are obviously in this room. Am I correct?
Yes, that's true.
Therefore you came in. Hereafter, please knock.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Whiteside. Express me here with the crate. I couldn't run front.
Oh, thank you, John. Well, don't stand there, Miss Preen. You're like a frozen custard. Then go away.
Boss led his animals. We had to feed them at 7 o'clock this morning.
Who's it from, John?
It's from Admiral Richard Bird.
Why, the penguins! Oh, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello, my pretties.
Soon those slabs are loose.
They make the most entrancing companions. Oh, John, I'll take you into the library, will you please?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, let's go, sir, to order a half dozen crab lobster.
Yes, sir.
I don't suppose there's any whale blubber in this town.
Good evening.
Ah, yes, there is.
The door was open, so I Merry Christmas.
But, Doctor, I don't suppose you happen to know what eels are in season.
How's that?
Oh, never mind. I was a fool to ask you.
2 minutes to Whiteside. It should have been cramped now, so to this factor.
Well, thank you, John. Oh, Doctor, I'm very sorry, but you happen to come in the middle of one of my yoga exercises.
But, Mr. Whiteside, it's been a week now. What about my book? I mean, it's not work on my book. I'll show you that tonight, maybe. Good evening, Miss Preen.
Good evening, Dr. Bradley. Doctor, perhaps I'm not at all well, but when I went into the library just now, I thought I saw a penguin with a thermometer in its mouth.
What's this? Have those penguins got out of their crate?
Penguin? Did you say penguin?
Yes. Doctor, will you please go in and capture them? There are 4 of them.
Captured penguins. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Whiteside, the Christmas tree upstairs sits on Mr. Stanley. He's got a big buffalo head.
Why, is that too bad? Go on, Doctor. Go ahead, Miss Preen.
Hello, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, hello. Thinking my boy.
Well, Mr. Whiteside, will you have some time later?
Well, yes, maybe later, Doctor, but not now.
Well, suppose I wait a little while. I'll wait a little while.
Dr. Bradley is the greatest living argument for mercy killings. Well, now, Richard, what would you like to see? A candy camera shot of my left nostril.
I'm all stocked up on those, Mr. Whiteside. But have you got a minute to take a look at some of the new ones I've taken?
Why, certainly I have. Let me see. Why, Richard, these are splendid. Why, there's real artistry in them. They're as good as anything by Morgan before.
Yeah, they're not as good as that. I can take pictures, that's all.
Richard, I've been meaning to talk to you about this for some time now. These are good. This is what you ought to do. You ought to work your way through life and just take pictures. Millions of them. Wonderful pictures, terrible pictures, everything. Just get on a boat and get off wherever it stops. Galveston, Mexico, Singapore, you name it.
Say, wouldn't I like to, though? That's what I've been dreaming about for years. If I could do that, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
Well, why couldn't you do it? If I were your age, I'd do it like a shot.
Well, you know why. Dad.
Richard, do you really want to do this more than anything else in the world?
Oh, I certainly do.
Then do it.
Hello, Dick. Good afternoon, Mr. Whiteside.
You and my now. So I'm afraid it's up to you, Richard.
Well, thank you, Mr. Whiteside. You've been swell, and I'll never forget it.
Right on, Richard.
Junior, you coming upstairs?
In a few minutes, Richard.
Well, knock on my door, will you? I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, I will. Mr. Whiteside?
Oh, June, my lad. You were too young to know about the Elwell murder case, weren't you? Completely fascinated. I have about 5 favorite murder cases, and the Elwell case is one of them.
Well, Mr. Whiteside, I wanted to talk to you just for a few minutes. It's so important.
Why, of course, my dear. I take it this is all about your young Lothario at the factory.
Yes, I just can't seem to make Father understand. It's like talking to a blank call. He won't mean it. He won't even talk about it. Sandy and I love each other, Mr. Whiteside. I don't know where to turn.
My dear, I'd like to meet this young man. I would like to see him for myself.
Mr. Whiteside, would you meet him? He's outside now. He's in the kitchen.
Good, bring him in.
Well, Mr. Whiteside, he's a very sensitive boy. You will be nicer, won't you?
God damn it, June. Will you learn that I'm always kind and courteous? Bring this idiot in.
Sandy! Sandy! Here he is, Mr. Whiteside. This is Sandy.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do, young man? I've been hearing a great deal about you from June. It seems, if I have been correctly informed, that you 2 babes in the woods are quietly going out of your minds.
There's another name for it. It's called love.
You've come to the right place. Dr. Sheridan Whiteside, broken hearts mended, brakes realigned, hamburgers. Oh, go right ahead.
Well, if you had told me anything at all, Mr. Whiteside, you're the damn one. You see, I work for the labor union, Mr. Whiteside. I'm an organizer. I've been organizing men in Mr. Stanley's factory, and Mr. Stanley's pretty sore about it.
I'll bet.
Did June tell you that?
Oh, yes, she did.
Well, that being the case, Mr. Whiteside, I don't think I have to worry to try to influence June. If she marries me, it means a definite break with her family, and I don't like to bring that about. But the trouble is, Mr. Stanley's so stubborn about it, so arbitrary. You know, this is not something I've done to spite you. We fell in love with each other. But Mr. Stanley behaves as though we're all a big plot. John L. Lewis sent me here just to marry his daughter.
And he used to try to fire Sandy twice out of the factory. Oh, but he couldn't on account of the Wagner accident.
Yes, he thinks I wrote that too.
If you don't let me talk to him. If you don't let Sandy talk to him.
Well, we've gone over all that, June. Anyway, I got word. I'm needed in Chicago. And from there, I'm going to have to run to Frisco. So you see the damn one.
Mr. Whiteside, Sandy's leaving tonight. He may be gone from here. We've simply got to decide. Now.
My dear, this is absurdly simple. But it's no problem at all. Now, to my jaundiced eye, will you excuse me, please? This is a transatlantic call. Hello? Yes, I'm on. Who's calling? Walt Disney from Hollywood? Oh, it's Walt Disney from Hollywood. Hello, Walt. How's my little dash of genius? Yes, I thought you would. Oh, tell me, how did you know I was here? Oh, yes, I see. Yes, I'm on. Oh, 10 seconds more. Mr. Disney calls Merry Christmas. Oh, yes, Walt, I hear it. It sounds just like static. Oh, June, come here. Listen. Oh, thank you, Walt, man. Thanks a lot. Yes, that was wonderful. Oh, tell me, what's the news in Hollywood? Who's Atlanta Turner's sweater these days? I see. Well, don't worry about Fantasia, old man. Beethoven hasn't written a hit in years. Thanks a lot for the call, old man. Goodbye. Mr. Disney calls me every Christmas, just to let me hear it. Do you know what that was, June?
Not really.
That was the voice of Donald Duck. No matter where I am, Mr. Disney still finds me. Last year, I was on the bottom of the ocean in a diving suit with William Bean. But he got me. Now let's see, where were we? Ah, yes, June, I like your young man. I have an unerring instinct about people that I've never been wrong. Now let's see, if I am right, which I'm always right, that you two will be very happy together. Whatever his beliefs are, he's entitled to them, and you shouldn't let that stand in your way. Stripped of its externals, the problem comes down to what? Your father. The possibility of making him unhappy. Is that right?
Very unhappy.
The way I see it, that isn't the point. Suppose that he is unhappy. It's good for him. Develops his character. Look at me. I left home at the age of 4 and haven't been back since. Well, they hear me on the radio. That's good enough for them.
Then, your advice is to go ahead, Mr. Whiteside.
It is. Marry him tonight, June.
You mean that, Mr. Whiteside?
No, I mean you should marry Humphrey Bogart. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it.
Come on, Dick, hurry up.
What would you have me do? Say it all over again? My own opinion, you're not ready, this young man.
Come on, Dave, stop. No. Oh, excuses for trespassing, Mr. Whiteside.
Not at all, old fellow, not at all. After all, it's Christmas, you know. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Whiteside. June, would you like to come along with us? We're taking some presents over to the Dexter.
No, I have some letters to write.
Come on, Dave.
Why, Mr. Stanley, whatever happened to your forehead? Or did you have an accident?
No, Mr. Whiteside. I'm taking boxing lessons. Go ahead, Dave.
You, Mr. Whiteside. I'm trying all day to see you. To give you this.
Why, Miss Stanley, a Christmas gift for me?
It's only a trifle, but I want you to have it. It's a picture of me as I used to be on a Christmas Eve many years ago. Don't open it till it's over midnight, will you? Goodbye, Mr. Whiteside. Goodbye. Merry Christmas, dear Mr. Whiteside. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Miss Stanley, and a very Merry Christmas to you.
This is the Stanley residence, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm here to see Mr. Whiteside. You can tell him this shove is here.
Right this way, ma'am.
Sherry!
Lorraine!
Sherry!
Lorraine!
Oh, Sherry!
Lorraine!
Darling! Oh, darling, look at that poor, sweet, tortured face. Let me kiss it. Oh, Sherry, my sweet, how drawn you are. Oh, darling, I'm about to cry.
All right, dear, you made a very nice sentence. Now relax.
Oh, but darling, I've been so worried about you. And now sitting you in that chair.
This chair is my fanniest nothing else ever has. I feel better than I have in years. My only concern is the news of the outside world. So sit down and take that skunk off. And tell me, how are you?
Oh, darling, I'm so relieved. My dear, you look simply wonderful. Do I look an absolute wreck? I just dashed to New York. Didn't do a thing about Christmas. Hattie Carnegie had my hair done and got right on the train. And the Normandy coming back was simply hectic. Fun, you know, but just really exhausting. Tyrone Power and Cary Grant and Dorothy DeBrusso. Oh, darling, it was too exhausting. And then London before that was simply wonderful. Well, I simply never got to bed at all. Oh, darling, I've so much to tell you. I don't know where to begin.
Well, start with the dirt first, dear. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, well, let me see. Sybil Cartwright was thrown right out of Zero. It was the night before I left. She was wearing one of those new cellophane dresses, and you could absolutely see it from Trafalgar Square. And Sir Harry Montrose, the painter you know, is suing his mother for disorderly conduct. It's just shocked everyone. And before I forget, darling, Anthony Eden says he's going to be on your New Year's Eve broadcast. And Beatrice Lilly gave me a message for you, dear. She says to take off 25 pounds immediately and send them to her by pocket post. She needs them.
I'll pack it in ice. Oh, now come, dear. What about you? What about your love life? I don't believe for one moment that you've never gotten to bed at all, if you'll pardon the expression.
Oh, darling, dreadful.
What about that splendid bit of Englishman, Lord Bottomley? Haven't you hooked him yet?
Sherry, please. Cedric is a very dear friend of mine.
Oh, come now, Blossom girl, this is Sherry. Don't try to pull the bedclothes over my eyes. Don't tell me that you wouldn't like to be Lady Bottomley with 100,000 pounds a year and 12 castles. Oh, by the way, has he had his teeth fixed yet? Every time I order roast cheese, I think of those teeth.
Oh, Sherry, really. Cedric may not be brilliant, but he is rather sweet, poor lamb, and he is very fond of me. And, well, he does represent a kind of English way of living that I like. Surrey and London for the season, that shooting off in Scotland, and his lovely old castle in Wales. While you were there, darling, you know what I mean.
I do indeed.
Well, really, Sherry, if I can marry Cedric, I don't see why I shouldn't. Can I tell you something, Sherry? I think, from something he said just before I sailed, that he's finally getting around to it. It's nothing definite, mind you, but don't be surprised if I am Lady Bottomley before too long.
Lady Bottomley won't Kansas City be surprised. However, I shall be a flower girl and give the groom an iron toothpick as a wedding gift. Come ahead, boss, with more of your skullfuckery.
Well,
Mr. Whiteside.
Not now. I'm busy. I have guests over.
oh, darling, who is that?
Oh, he's just fixing the plumbing. Come on, darling.
Oh, but darling, what about this play? I've come all the way from New York, and on Christmas Eve.
Well,
I've been so excited ever since your phone call, dear. Where is it? When can I read it?
here is the situation. This young author, his name is Bert Jefferson, he gave me the for the play with the idea that I would send it to Kid Cornell. Oh, it's a wonderful part, and God knows I feel disloyal to Kid.
Oh, Sherry.
Anyhow, there you are. Oh, he's young and attractive and just your dish, my dear. However you'll go about persuading him, that's up to you.
Oh, darling, you're so wonderful. Does he know that I'm coming? Mr. Jefferson, I mean.
Oh, no. You're just out here visiting me. Oh, I'll introduce you to him, and then you'll get to know him, and invite him out to dinner or something, and then we'll go around to the play. Oh, God knows. I didn't have to tell you how to do this sort of thing. How did you get all those other parts?
Oh, well, I'll just go back to the hotel and listen to something more attractive. I just dumped
fine, Blossom girl. Now why don't you go back to the hotel, get into your working clothes, and then come back and have Christmas Eve dinner with Sherry, and I'll have Mr. Jefferson on tap. Oh, by the way, guess who's paying me a flying visit this evening? None other than your old friend and co-star, Beverly Carlton.
Oh, Beverly. Really? I thought he was off being glamorous again on a tramp steamer.
Oh, come now, Blossom dear. Mustn't be bitter just because he got better notices than you did.
Oh, Sherry, really? You know I don't read notices. I simply wouldn't care to after him again, that's all. He's not staying here, is he? I hope not.
Temper. Oh, no, he's not. Ooh, where'd you get that diamond clip, dear? Well, that's a new bit of loot, isn't it?
Haven't you seen this before, dear? Caesar gave it to me for his mother's birthday. She was simply furious. Well, listen, darling, I'm a taxi outside. If I'm going to...
Oh, Sherry, I've just been given the most beautiful Christmas present. Why don't you ever believe it?
Oh, hello, Maggie. I knew you must have been around here somewhere. How are you, my dear?
Sad it's gonna work, my pet. Blossom girl just dropped in out of the blue.
Hello, Lorraine.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Bert. Oh, come here, Bert, come here. Let me introduce you to a famous actress, Miss Lorraine Sheldon. Oh, Miss Sheldon, this is Bert Jefferson, a young newspaper man.
How do you do, Miss Sheldon?
How do you do? I didn't quite catch the name. Jefferson?
That's right, Bert.
Oh, why, Mr. Jefferson. You don't look like a newspaper man. Oh, no. You don't look like a newspaper man at all.
Really? I thought it was written all over me in neon lights.
Oh, no, not at all. I would have said that you were, oh, I don't know, an AZ or an explorer or something. They have that same type of dash. I'm simply a gentle account of Jefferson. It gives Mark such a warm, gracious feeling. Tell me, have you lived here all your life?
Practically.
Now, Blossom girl, if you wish to hear the story of his life, I may do so on your own time. Maggie and I have work to do.
Oh, he's the world's greatest man, isn't he, Mr. Jefferson? Well, I've got a taxi outside. I'm going to the mansion house I believe it's called. Can I drop you?
No, thank you. I have my own car. I suppose I drop you.
Oh, would you? That would be lovely. Well, we'll just get the taxi right away. See you in a little while, Sherry. Bye, Maggie.
Goodbye, Maggie. I'm invited back for dinner, am I not?
Of course you are. At Christmas time, I always feed the needy. Now, please stop cruising out and get out.
Come on, Mr. Jefferson. I want to hear good news more about this charming little today. And I want to know a good deal more about you.
Maggie, dear, what time did those radio men come? 6:30. How much time did you say they wanted out? 4 minutes.
That's right, 4 minutes. She's looking quite well, isn't she?
What's that? Who?
The Countess's pushover. Quite surprised with her drop.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
Why, she must have gone to New York like milk at magnesia. How long is she going to stay?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of days. He seems. At this joyous season of the year, when the hearts of men... Oh, I can't cut that.
Isn't it curious? There is the rain, none to us. Somebody fell on the lawn.
Ere the old tide season pass.
Now, Sherry dear, we'll talk of it.
Oh, come now, Maggie, darling. Just because a friend of mine had... Oh, go answer the door, will you? I have an idea that's Beverly. Go ahead. Run!
Magpie! A large one wants to be set to his kiss for one magpie.
Come in here, you Piccadilly pet pusher, and gaze upon a soul in agony.
Don't tell me how you are, Sherry. You're not untied of details. I have but little time for the conversation to be entirely about you. I should love it. Should I stay behind the road beside the season of the Silver City Top? Or should rather be like frolic and get raping the Major General's daughter and finishing the act play. Can I tell you what the moon cloud on the ledge? I love you very much. Sherry. You're not going to mountainous ways of South City. How are you?
I'm fine, you presumptuous cockney. Now, tell me, how was the trip? Wonderful?
Fabulous. I had an incredible amount of fun. By the way, I was at Boardwalk, Butterflies, La Sheldon in the motor car that came to drive away.
So you did indeed. She's paying us a Christmas visit.
Dear girl, you set fire to a lot of can't believe it. Sherry might be the one. One of the finest copies in Sylvia. But also the best reviews in my lap. And an opera that frightens me, it's so good. I shall play for 8 weeks a month in 6 New York. No bad name. I want to reach an island. Why don't you ditch this cannonball fluff?
Be careful, Beverly dear. You're catching at a very good moment.
Now, how was Hollywood? How long were you there?
Fabulous. 3 days. I saw everyone age into the dime. They came 4 years, as if to a shrine. I was insufferably charming, ruthlessly threatened. $7 billion.
What about banjo? Oh, did you see my wonderful banjo in Hollywood?
I did. You cooked dinner for me. I came to the door, white tie-tails, and the door by 2 bewinged brothers. Promptly removed my trousers. I was then escorted to my 11th street floors to rooms with Aldous Huxley, Claudette Colbert, Norma Shearer, and the like. Dear sweet, incomparable banjo.
I'll never forget that summer at Antony's when Banjo put the microphone under Lorraine's mattress and then played the record the next day at lunch.
Lorraine knocked that titty out of his folks.
I wish Banjo were here now. You wouldn't take her with you to Christen Island, would you, Beverly? Just for me.
Oh, come now. Lorraine Sheldon is a wonderful person who has gallantly given up her own Christmas to spend it with me.
I knew I had a bit of dirt for us all to live along.
Mr. Whiteside.
Not now, not now. Come back a little later, will you?
Sherry, dear, you kidnapped someone.
Yes, that was Charles Linden. Hey, come ahead. This is something juicy.
Juicy as a pomegranate is this port from London on the winter evenings of Miss Lorraine Sheldon against the left flank, in fact all flanks of Lord Cedric Bottomley. Listen, Lorraine has just left us in a cloud of Chanel number 5. Since September, in relentless pursuit of his lordship, she has not only changed girdles to check her oil, she has chased him, panting, from castle to castle, and she declines her refuge for several weekends, and jumpers laugh toward the House of Lords. No one is making book of the news. They're all taking bet with Lorraine. She has leaved tomorrow to Normandy. We're returning left in Clippers if one of them belches in their direction. Magpie, have you ever met your father?
No, I haven't.
Not full of very good shooting, they blasted. Only 6 partridges from 4 grouse the Duke of Sutherland. Ha ha!
My God, that's what we do is very bottle.
Ripping debate in the House today. Old Basil spoke for 3 hours and to drop dead at the end of it. Ripping! Ha!
You're making it up, Beverly. Nobody sounds like that.
Oh, it's so good, it's uncanny. Oh, damn it, Beverly. I never get to see enough of you.
Sherry, Jack, I can only tell you that my luck was so great. That change of trains in Chicago. Spent 10 minutes with you. Merry Christmas, my lad. My Maggie.
Beverly.
And now I have just enough time for one number from my new review to show you how magnificent the whole thing is.
Oh, Dad, will you get rid of them, please, Maggie?
Hello? Oh, hello, Bert. Oh, wait just a minute. Beverly, will you see a newspaper man for just a second before the train goes?
We won't have time, Magpie, dear. Let's set up the piano.
Oh, wait just a minute, Bert. Please see him for just 2 minutes. I kind of promised him. Bert, go to the station. We'll be there in a few minutes. Goodbye.
The stalls are impatient, Beverly. Let's have this second-rate masterpiece.
It's called What Will I Do?
I am wondering who is this wonderful, Dexter.
Beverly, that's superb. It's the best thing that you've ever written.
Oh, please let me say that.
How long did you say you would play it for?
18 months, 6 New York. No matinee is fine.
Oh, Westcott, gentlemen.
Ah, come in, Westcott. Ah, the radio waves, eh? Well, thank God I shan't have to hear you. I shall be on a train.
Miss Westcott, please on the library. John, we for the money committed.
Right this way, gentlemen.
Come on, Whiteside. Say goodbye.
Stop this nonsense.
Au revoir, Sherry. Merry Christmas.
But Beverly, I want to see my Beverly.
Kiss Beverly goodbye and lie to
Oh, I will not be my son. I feel like a baby who has to have his diapers changed.
Maggie, come get it.
Beverly, I want 1 minute. I must have it. You'll make the train. It takes me a minute and a half to here.
Go away! I'll wait in here until Mr. Oh, excuse me.
Who is that man?
Never mind. Beverly, I'm in great trouble.
My dear, what's the matter?
I've fallen in love.
No!
Yes, Beverly, for the first time. I'm in love. Oh, I can't tell you about it until it's in time. But Sherry's trying to break it up. In his own fiendish way, he's doing everything he can to break it up.
Why, that old flounder, what's he doing?
Lorraine. He's got Lorraine here to smash things up.
Oh, is somebody here in this town?
He's a newspaper man. Oh, the one who writes to the station. He's written quite a good play. I know Sherry must have used down his face. You know Lorraine. She'll eat him up alive. You've got to help me, Beverly.
Of course I will. What do you want me to do?
You've got to get Lorraine out of here. The further away, the better. And you can do it for me.
But how? How can I? I'm leaving.
Do you have a copy of the broadcast? Yes, Miss Westcott. It's on that desk. Or the 2180. Here's what I want you to do.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's simply enchanting, and it bitches Sherry and Lorraine at the same time. I adore it, and I shall do it up brown.
Darling, the first baby will be named Beverly. You're wonderful.
Of course I am. Come to Chiswick and I'll put you up. Mercy, look at the time. Magpie, I love you. I enjoy you.
Goodbye, Beverly, dear.
Ta-ta. Shall I straighten the broadcasting code?
No, it isn't television, John, thank God. They can only hear the wicked voice.
Mr. Whiteside's a really great man. Those things he does.
Yes, he certainly sticks his nose into everything, John. Color out in this color? Yes, Miss Westcott.
Miss June, are you leaving?
Oh, why, no. John, no. Mr. Whiteside is in there, I suppose?
Yes, he is. Getting ready to go on the radio.
Well, would you... Never mind.
Where is he? In the library?
Yes, he's busy.
Oh, well, maybe we ought to.
Thank you, John. Oh, hello, dear. Where's Sherry?
Inside working. He's broadcasting very soon.
Oh, yes, of course. Christmas Eve. What a wonderful man Sheridan Whiteside is. You know, my dear, it must be such an utter joy to be secretary to someone like Sherry.
Yes, he meets such interesting people. That's quite a gown to bring. Going anywhere?
Oh, this. I just throw on anything at all. Aren't you dressing for dinner, dear?
No, just to meet the eye.
Who does your hair, Maggie?
A little Frenchman named Maggie Cutler comes in every morning.
nutshells down my dress. I wouldn't ask for him again if I was starving.
Come here, Lorraine. Have you found a new play yet?
No, I haven't. There was a pile of manuscripts waiting in New York for me, but I just rushed right out here to my Sherry.
Oh, yes. It was wonderful of you, Lorraine, to drop everything like that and rush to Sherry's wheelchair.
Well, after all, Maggie, dear, what else has one in this world but friends?
Oh, that's what I always say. Is everything okay?
Yes, thanks.
How long was Sheridan in there anyway?
Not long. Come here, Preen. So you know that first episode is written quite a good play. The young man that drove you to the hotel.
Really? No, I didn't. Isn't that interesting?
Yes. Isn't it?
This put polish on my nails I simply loathe. I don't suppose Elizabeth Arden has a branch in this town.
Not if she has any sense.
Oh well, I'll just bear it. But it does depress me. Have you read this magazine? Everybody was reading it on the boat. I hear you simply can't put it down.
Oh, I put it down. Right there. Hello? Yes. Lorraine Sheldon. Yes, she's here. Lorraine, it's a transatlantic call Creager for you.
Transatlantic? For me here? Why, what in the world?
It's London.
London? Hello? Hello, Cedric? Cedric, is this you? Oh, why, Cedric, you darling. Oh, what a surprise. How did you know I was here? What? Darling, don't talk so fast, you won't stutter so. Yes, that's better. Yes, now I can hear you, dear, very clearly. It's as though you were just around the corner. I see. What? Darling! Oh, Cedric, dearest, would you hold on just one moment, please? Maggie, would you mind? It's Lord probably. A very personal call. Would you mind?
No, of course not.
Yes, now tell me. Oh, Cedric, please don't be nervous. Don't stutter so. Yes, and I love you, my dear. Oh, my dear sweet. You don't know how I've prayed for this every moment. Yes, I'll take the next plane right out of here and catch the next boat. What? Darling, please don't stutter so. Yes, oh, my dear sweet. My darlingest darling. Yes, 1,000 times yes. I'll be thinking of you every moment, dear. You've made me the happiest girl in the world. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye. Sherry! Sherry! Oh, Sherry. Darling, do you know what just happened? Cedric has just called me from London. He's asked me to marry him. What? Oh, Sherry, think of it at last. I've just got to get right out of here.
May I come in?
Oh, Maggie, darling, when's the next boat out of here? Do you know? Is there a newspaper around?
The Queen Mary sails Friday. What's happened?
Oh, Maggie, the most wonderful thing in the world has happened. Lord Bottomley has asked me to marry him. Oh, Maggie.
Really? Well, what do you know?
Isn't it wonderful? I'm so excited I can hardly think. Oh, darling, you just got to help me get right out of here.
I'd be delighted to, Lorraine.
Oh, thank you, dear. We will fix up right away.
Yes, I have a timetable right here. Oh, and don't worry, Lorraine. If there isn't a train, we'll drive to Cleveland and get a plane from there.
Oh, Maggie, darling, you're so wonderful. Oh, well, really, Sherry, what's the matter with you? You haven't said a word. You haven't even congratulated me.
Am I to understand from all this, Lorraine, that you are about to toss your career into the ash can?
Oh, no, darling, not at all.
And everything goes into the ash can with it. Is that right?
Well, Sherry, really, you can't expect me to...
I understand only too well, Lorraine. And I also understand why Cornell remains the first actress of our theater.
Oh,
We're in luck, Lorraine. There's a plane out of Cleveland at 10:03. Why, it works out wonderfully, doesn't it, Sherry?
Peachy.
Maggie, dear, what's the number of the hotel that I'm at? I've got to get my maid for the packing.
Natalia 32.
Natalia 323. Let's see, I still Friday. 5 days both. That means I ought to be in London Wednesday night. Hello, Mansion House. This is Miss Sheldon. Connect me with my maid, please.
Oh, Sherry, sorry. No. Oh, isn't it wonderful, Sherry, dear? I've never had one like this in my life, don't you, Sherry?
Shut your nasty little face.
Cosette? Hello, darling. Now listen carefully to me, Cosette. We're leaving here tonight by plane and sailing Friday on the Queen Mary. I want you to start packing immediately, dear. I'll be at the hotel in about an hour. Now, I want you to put some cables for me, darling. Have you got a pencil? That's right. Now, the first one goes to Lord and Lady Cunard. You'll find all these addresses in my little black book. It's in the dressing case. Lord and Lady Cunard, my darling, returning Friday, Queen Mary. Cedric and I being married immediately upon arrival. Wanted you to be the first to know. Love, Lorraine. Now send a... what? Oh, thank you, Cosette. Thank you very much. Now for the same message to Lady Astor, Lord Beaverbrook, and my mother in Kansas City. Now send one to Hattie Carnegie in New York. Will you please meet me, Sherry Netherlands noon tomorrow, with sketches of bridal gown and trousseau, Lorraine Sheldon. Now send one to Monsieur Pierre Cartier of London. Will you hold in reserve for me the triple strand of pearls that I picked out in October? Cable me Queen Mary and Lorraine Sheldon. Have you got all that, darling? That's right. Now start packing immediately, and I'll be there in a little while. Goodbye, darling. Oh, thank goodness for my Cosette. I would just die without her. She's the best maid in the world. Well, life is really just full of surprises, isn't it? Who would have thought an hour ago that I'd be on my way to London?
An hour ago? No, I certainly wouldn't have thought so an hour ago.
Great God! Will this dribble never stop? I have a violent headache.
Oh, Sherry, can I get you something?
Oh, well, really, Sherry. After all, my life is my own.
You know it's snowing out, but I'm a real old-fashioned Christmas this year.
Then why don't you telephone your scoop to the New York Times?
Bert, so get the plane tonight from Cleveland. Can we drive to there, you and I?
Why, certainly. Sorry it's over, Sheldon. No bad news, I hope.
Oh, on the contrary. Very good news. Wonderful news.
Yes, pause for a drink, I think. Oh, you're not being a very good host, Sherry. How about a bottle of champagne?
Oh, I can do better than that. Let me fix your Jefferson special, Mr. Whiteside.
Yes. Fix anything. Only stop dribbling.
So, Maggie, did anybody have my Christmas present yet?
I forgot. Look, everybody, from Mr. Jefferson to me.
Oh, let me see that. Why, that's charming. And look, it's inscribed, too. To Maggie, long may she wait. Bert. Oh, that's just enchanting, darling. Isn't that sweet, Sherry, dear?
Ducky.
Well, I told you it was beautiful, Bert.
Well, she'll just begin at the saving coupon.
Well, really, what's going on between you two anyhow? Maggie, dear, are you hiding something from
Great
us?
God! Will this dribble never stop? My head is bursting.
Now, Jefferson special will cure anything, Mr. Whiteside. By the way, I got that 2-minute interview with Beverly Kaufman at the station. You were right. It's quite something.
Go ahead, Bert. Fix those drinks.
On the fire, let's even get 2 minutes. He was in a telephone booth, but booth was not.
Bert, drink.
Okay, couldn't hear what he was saying. From the face he was making, it looked like the scene from one of his plays.
Bert, for goodness sake, drink.
Just a minute, Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Carlton was in a telephone booth at the station.
Certainly was. Kept talking and making the damnedest faces for 5 minutes.
I shall love the Jefferson special. Make me a double one, will you?
Okay.
My headache is gone with the wind. Sad Spain is now at work. Hello, operator dear. Would you please tell me, have there been any calls from England over this line in the past half an hour? Yes, I'll hold.
Sherry, what is all this?
What's that? There have been no calls from England over this line for the past 3 days. We repeat that, please.
Oh,
Thank you, operator dear, and a very Merry Christmas to you.
Sherry, what was all that? What does that mean?
My dear, you have just played the greatest love scene of your life with your old friend and co-star, Beverly Kaufman.
Oh, Sherry, that is not true. I was talking to Cedric. What does this mean?
What does it mean? Well, you heard the operator, my dear. All I can tell you is that Beverly was indulging in one of his latest bits of mimicry. You've heard of Lord Barnaby before, haven't you? Ah, me, who'd have thought 5 minutes ago that you would not be going to London?
Well, yes, you see, of course I've heard of this Lord Barnaby before. But why in the world would he do such a thing? This is the most dreadful. Oh my God, those cables. Hello, operator. Give me the hotel. I want the hotel, whatever it's called. darling, did you send those cables yet? Oh, God. Oh, God. Now listen carefully to me, Cosette. I want you to send another cable to every one of those people and tell them that someone has been using my name and to disregard anything that they hear from me, except this, of course. Don't ask questions, just do as you're told. Don't you argue with me, you French bitch! God damn it, do as you're told! Not happy or not leaving!
Now, steady, my bumpkin girl. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What do you mean, take it easy? Don't you realize that I will be laughing? I won't dare show up me. Oh, I always do this Beverly Kaufman was low, but not this low. Why? Why would he do it? That's what I'd like to know. Why in the world would anyone play a silly little trick like this? It isn't even funny. I just don't understand it. Do you, Sherry? Do you, Maggie? You both saw him this afternoon. Why would he walk right out of here, go straight to the phone booth, and try and ship moi back to England on a fool's errand? It just doesn't make sense. There must be some reason. There just must. Why would Beverly Carlton, or anybody else in the world, for that matter, want moi to live? Oh, I think I begin to. Yes, that's it. Yes, of course that's it. I begin to understand now. Yes, that's a very lovely bracelet that Mr. Jefferson gave you, isn't it, Maggie, dear? Of course that's it. And to think that I nearly... Well, wild horses couldn't drag me out of here now. And if I were you, Maggie, dear, I would hold on to that bracelet. It'll be something to remember to find.
All right, Mr. Whiteside. Almost time. Look her up, boys. Start. Finish your coffee.
How much time?
A couple of minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mary has no land for investment.
Come along, kid. Here comes the Jefferson special. Oh, and what time?
Oh, sure we have, Mr. Jefferson. I'm not leaving after all. My plans have changed.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yes, and I've written quite a marvelous play, Mr. Jefferson. I want you to read it to me tonight. Really? We'll go back to the mansion house after dinner and you'll read me the play.
Why, I should say so. I'd be delighted. Maggie, did you hear that? Hey, I'll bet you did this. You set up the whole thing. Well, this is the finest Christmas present anybody could have given me. Maggie. Maggie! Whiteside! Mr. Whiteside.
Quiet, please.
My son has been off on the freighter, and my daughter ran in anarchy.
Quiet!
Say you told him to do it.
Oh, my poor Richard. Oh, my poor Richard.
Oh, quiet! Quiet, please. I'm about to walk
Oh, I see you're still thinking. Don't tell me to be quiet.
God, stay quiet! Please step out of the way. All quiet. All right, girls, let's do that.
Okay, New York.
Five, four, three, two, one, go.
my being naughty, huh?
Mr. Whiteside, I can only be in one place at a time.
That is very important at this community.
Good morning, Mr. Whiteside. Merry Christmas.
Good morning, John, and a very, very Christmas to you.
Are you ready to break yet?
Oh, no, thank you, John. But tell me, is Miss Cutler still up in her room?
Yes, she is. Shall I call you?
Oh, no, thank you, John.
I'm taking 1 o'clock train, Sherry. I'm leaving.
You are doing nothing of the kind.
Here are your keys. Your driving license. The key to the safe deposit box in the apartment in New York. I'll go to the library now.
Just a moment, Miss Hedberg. Where were you until about 3 o'clock last night? I sat up half the night in the station wagon calling to you. Well, you heard me. Why did you answer me?
Look, Sherry, it's over. And you've won. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come. Wasn't making out to be a naughty boy. Honestly, Maggie, sometimes you can be very annoying.
You know, you're quite wonderful, Sherry. In a way.
The left.
You're
Stage
the
right.
way. I wish it was the last lecture. Shall I tell you something, Sherry? I think you are a selfish, petty egomaniac. But see, his own mother burned his cake. It was the only way he could light a cigarette. I think you sacrificed your best friend without a moment's hesitation. You disrupted the sacred routine of your self-centered, selfish delight. I think you are incapable of any human emotion that goes up higher than your stomach. And I was the fool of the world for thinking I could ever trust you.
Well, as long as I live, I would never do anyone a good turn again. I won't ask you to take any of that back, Maggie, because 6 months from now you'll be thanking me instead of berating me.
Sherry, 6 months from now,
Hello. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, I've been drinking. Merry Christmas. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Mr. Whiteside. Shake hands with a successful play. Maggie, why'd you run away last night? Where did you go? Miss Sheldon thinks the play is wonderful. I read the play and she thinks it's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful?
yes, that's nice word.
Then isn't that wonderful, Mr. Whiteside?
Look, Bert, why don't you go home and get some sleep?
What? No, biggest day of my life. I know I'm a little drunk, but this is a big day. We've been sitting over at Billy's Tavern. Didn't realize it was daylight until it was daylight. Listen, Maggie, Miss Sheldon thinks the play needs a little. Do it in 3 weeks. So take it to a little place you've got to wait fast. Just for 3 weeks. Work on the play together. Isn't that wonderful? Why aren't you saying anything, Maggie?
Look, Bert, look, why don't you go home and get some sleep and sober up a little, and then come back in the morning?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Whiteside. Very early. You know what? I'm going to late classes. Ever hear of the famous actress, Lorraine Sheldon? Well, me and her are going to late classes for 3 weeks.
Hey, look, Dr. Maggie, I think Mr. Jefferson would like a little black coffee and some breakfast. Will you see to him, please?
Yes, of course. I'm going to buy you breakfast, Doc. Biggest breakfast you've ever had. Yes. You know what, Doc? Why don't you and me climb down a couple of chimneys? I got a friend that doesn't believe in Santa Claus. Let's climb down to the chimney and frighten the hell out.
Now look, Maggie, I'm willing to forgive your tawdry little outburst and sit down and talk with your calmly.
I love him so terribly. Why did you do it, Sherry? Why did you do it? I'm afraid I shouldn't be talking to you right now. I was terribly angry. I couldn't act. Would you like my cookie?
Oh, I'm very sorry, Miss Andrea. I haven't had time to open it yet. As you can see, I haven't opened any of my presents yet.
Oh, dear, I was so anxious. And it's right here. Won't you upside down?
Oh, of course, Miss Stanley. Ah, Miss Stanley. Well, this is wonderful. I'm very fond of these old pictures.
I was 22 when I was taken. That was my favorite dress. Beautiful.
I do indeed. As a matter of fact, Miss Stanley, when we get back to New York, I shall send you a little gift.
Will you? Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. I shall treasure it. Well, I shan't be late for trip. Goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Stanley. And a very Merry Christmas to you. I know I've seen this face somewhere before. Where?
Excuse me, Mr. Whiteside. Sure, I can wait for you. Take me out of the other right now.
Thank you, John. Miss Preen! Miss Preen!
Yes, sir?
Answer the door, will you, please? John is upstairs.
Who is it?
WMC Oh, you man, did you make the Ned Kiss me!
Oh, yes!
Again, don't be afraid of my passion. Kiss me.
Down, Mr. Whiteside!
I can feel the hot blood pounding through your varicose veins.
Down!
Banjo, for God's sake! Banjo!
Oh, Whiteside, will you sign this package, please?
Mr. Whiteside!
Banjo, for God's sake! That's my nurse. She does liquid.
Come to my room in half an hour and bring some rye bread.
Really, Mr. Whiteside?
Hello there, my boy. Thank you very much. Hello, Whiteside. I'm here to spend Christmas with you. Give me a kiss.
Get away from me, you old school fugitive. How did you get here anyway?
Santa Claus loaned me his reindeer. Whiteside, we finished shooting a picture yesterday. And I'm on my way to Nova Scotia. Flew here in 12 hours, bought an airplane from Howard Hughes. Whiteside, I brought you a wonderful Christmas present. This brassiere was once worn by Eddie Lamar.
Oh! Listen, you idiot. How long can you stay?
Just long enough to take it back. I'm on my way to Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia? What are you going to Nova Scotia for?
And sick of Hollywood, that dang New York guy I don't want to see. So, figured I'd go to Nova Scotia get some smoked salmon. Where's Maggie? What's the deal? Where's she?
Banjo, I'm very annoyed with Maggie. Very.
What's the matter? Sarah, what is this? I thought you couldn't walk.
Well, I've been all right for weeks now. That isn't the point. Banjo, I'm furious at that. She's turned on me like a viper. After all these years of my treating her with respect and dignity, she's behaving like a fishwife.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Maggie is fallen in love.
Maggie finally found, well, what do you know? What kind of guy is he?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. The ring showed
Oh,
Anyhow, this young fellow, he'd been to play. You can guess the rest. Well, they're going off this afternoon to rewrite. Anyhow, there you are. Maggie's in there now, crying her eyes out.
Say, wait a minute. What do you mean Lorraine Sheldon happened to come out here? I smell a rat, Sherry. A rat with a beard.
All right, but I did it for Maggie, because I thought it was the right thing for her.
Of course. You haven't thought of yourself in years. Kid, Morgan, can I go in and talk to her?
No, now, wait a minute, Banjo. I don't want any of your foolish little tricks. And no shenanigans or any phony warrants or behaving like Jay and Calhoun. I've been through all that with you before.
It's got to be good, Sherry. Lorraine knows knows. Let's say there's got to be something that'll get her out of here like a bat out of hell. Say, I think I've got it. That fellow she's so crazy about over in England, what's his name? Lord Banny, Bottomley, that's it, Bottomley.
No, Banjo, no.
Wait a second, you don't catch on. We'll send Lorraine a cablegram from Lord.
But I catch on, Banjo. It's been tried.
Well, I told you it was no joke.
You see, Banjo, the trouble is that there's so damn little time.
Well, it seems you have a tough proposition on your hands.
Do indeed. Oh, get out of my chair, will you? Banjo, the trouble is that there's so damn little time. We're going away this afternoon. Oh, damn. Hell and damnation. In the words of one of our greatest lyric poets, you said it.
Damn, Andre. Don't worry, we'll think of something cheery you watch. We'll get Lorraine out here and we'll have to do it one piece at a time.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Whiteside. Excuse me, I've got something for you. But, Mr. Whiteside, it was for you.
Oh, never mind, Sarah. He's quite mad.
Temperatures down. We shall dance. We shall dance in the snow.
Mr. Whiteside!
Just give us the breakfast, Sarah. He's harmless.
Mr. Whiteside!
Oh, thank you, sir.
And just what is the meaning of this?
It means, Mr. Whiteside, that I am leaving. My address is on the desk inside. You can send me a check.
You realize, of course, Miss Preen, that this is completely unprofessional.
I do indeed, Mr. Whiteside. I'm not only walking out on this case, but I'm leading the entire nursing profession. My whole life, ever since I was a little girl, I was filled with the idea of serving a suffering humanity. So after only 1 month with you, Mr. Whiteside, I am going to work in a munitions factory. From now on, anything I can do to help exterminate the human race will bring me the greatest pleasure. And another thing, Mr. Whiteside, if Florence Nightingale had ever nursed you, she would have married Jack Ripper instead of founding the Red Cross. Good day. Mr. Stanley is here. Oh, Mr. Stanley is here. He's brought you. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. Oh, Jude, is your back? Married are you? No, Mother, I'm not. And don't be hysterical.
Isn't it anyone but that awful boy? Oh, thank goodness you stopped it, Ernest. Oh, how did you do it?
All right, Daisy, under control. Take June upstairs. That's what this is, Mr. Whiteside.
Oh, what about Richard? It's
All right, Daisy, take June upstairs.
Father, I'm waiting at the bell. I don't need to take it upstairs. I'll go upstairs. Merry Christmas, Mr. Whiteside. I'm afraid it looks bad for John L. Lewis. Come on, Mother. Lock me in my room.
oh, Judy, I'm sure you'll feel much better after your husband.
Please to inform you, sir, that your plans for my daughter seem to go on a trifle awry. She is not, nor will she ever be, married to that labor agitator that you so kindly took out. As for my son, he has been apprehended in Toledo and will be brought home within the hour. Not having your gift for respect, sir, I cannot say who I think you're obnoxious in appearance in my affairs. I never make you do interfere no longer. Come in, gentlemen. Mr. Whiteside, these gentlemen are deputy sheriffs. They have a warrant by which I am able to put you out of the South. Need hardly add it will be the greatest moment of my life. Thank you, gentlemen. Wait outside, please. Mr. Whiteside, give you 15 minutes to pack up and get out. Includes bag, wheelchair, hanging, octopus, and cockroaches. I'm now going upstairs. Smashing the radio is not even accidental. Will I ever hear your voice again?
Sure you know what about all crap, old fellow?
15 minutes, Whiteside.
Dang! And shake up. Well, Whiteside, I didn't get an idea. Any news from the front?
Yes, the enemy is at my rear, in nibbling.
Where'd you say Maggie was? In there?
Oh, it's no use, Banjo. She's taking the 1 o'clock train out.
Gee, you didn't tell me that. Ain't she splitting you after all these years? Hey, really, really?
She is.
Well, I guess this means we've got till 1 o'clock to do something.
No, dear, with exactly 15 minutes. 14 minutes, in which I have to pull out of my hat the goddamnedest rabbit that you've ever seen.
What do you mean, 15 minutes?
Well, in exactly 15 minutes, Banjo dear, the baby's frozen little body is being tossed out into the snow. Mine hostess swore out a moment. I'm being kicked out.
Why, I never heard such a thing. But what do I do a thing like that for?
Oh, I don't know, Banjo. All I know is that in exactly 15 minutes, Banjo, look, Master was growing a little desperate.
What about laying all your cards on the table with Lorraine?
Oh, come now, Banjo. You know Dream Girl as well as I do. What do you think?
You're right.
Oh, Banjo, go in and talk to Maggie. Will you please? I need some time to think.
Say! If I knew where Lorraine was, I could get a car and run her over. It wouldn't hurt that much.
Banjo, please.
Pardon me, miss. Is this the YMCA?
Is this your father? No, you idiot. Hello, Mr. Whiteside. I didn't get very far. Any suggestions?
Oh, I'm very sorry, Richard. Well, I just wish that I was in a position to help you.
Well, you're not in a position. You go upstairs, please, Richard. Thank you, officer. A little something for your help. Yeah, attention, Mr. Whiteside.
I brought you some oranges, Mr. Whiteside. You feeling any better?
Superb, John. Any cyanide in this orange juice?
No, I'm afraid. That crazy fellow had a great freshman serum. He's thinking of doing a screen test.
Answer the door, will you, John? It's probably some mustard gas from an old friend.
Good morning, John. Mr. Whiteside, I guess.
Oh,
Sherry!
Lorraine!
Sherry!
Lorraine!
Oh, my Sherry!
Lorraine!
Darling! Merry Christmas, my dear. I've come to have Christmas breakfast with you. May I, darling?
Of course. John, a tray from his shoulder. John!
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
We're going to make it 1 minute eggs.
Yes, sir.
Sherry, darling, it's the most perfect Christmas morning. Snow is absolutely glistening. It's too bad, my dear, that you won't be able to see it.
Well, I'll probably see a bit of it. Well, tell me, darling, what time were you leaving? You and Miss Gibson?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's 4 o'clock. You know, darling, quite apart from anything else, Bert is really a very attractive man. It makes it rather a pleasure squaring accounts with those vitriols. Actually, dear, it's all worked out beautifully. Oh, Sherry, my sweet, I want to give you a Christmas present. Anything, my dear. The most beautiful Christmas present that you've ever had. Darling, I'm so deliriously happy that... Oh, that sounds like Banjo. Is he here?
He is, darling. Just the family circle gathering at Christmas time. My, how time flies when you're having fun.
Why, hello, sweetie pie. How are you?
Very well, Banjo, and you?
I'm fine. Fine. I hope Magic's business Lorraine.
Very funny, Banjo. It's too bad that your pictures aren't as funny as you seem to think you are.
You got me there, Mama. Say, look in the pig, Lorraine. Any news from the front?
Not at all, Banjo, not at all.
What time does the boat sail?
10 minutes.
What boat is this?
The good sheriff up the Preen.
Sherry, I couldn't never think that you're hearing this broadcast. Wasn't there a schedule on that?
Yes, I think it's on the secretary there somewhere.
New Year's Eve. Oh, Bert and I will hear it in Lake Placid. You were at my cottage once before, weren't you, Sherry? It's really lovely. Away from everything. Just snow and clear, cold nights. Oh, that's probably Bert now. I told him to meet me here. You know, darling, I'm really looking forward to Lake Placid. Bert's the kind of man that would do all winter sports.
Will he get time? Whiteside. Yes? American Express. All right. Come this way.
Oh, my darling, what is that?
Careful there. Careful there. Don't swing your head.
By God! If there's one thing I needed right now, it was a Egyptian dummy cake.
It's for you, Mr. Whiteside. Merry Christmas from the Khedive of Egypt. What did you send him? Granite's tomb?
Yeah, 5, Mr. Whiteside. Including
pretty mess.
Sherry, darling, what was all that about? Who is that man?
He just announces the time every few minutes. I pay him a small sum.
Oh, but darling, what are his for?
I lost my watch! Oh, good God!
I'm just waiting here. I've written each chapter on the left hand.
Sherry, darling, is that the slumber again? Well, really, darling, what's the matter with you? You're not very Christmassy today. Usually on Christmas morning, you're just bubbling over, dear. That's it to you. The diet of Egypt? You know, my dear, I really must go to Egypt someday. I just must. I know I will love it. The first time I went to Pompeii, I cried all night. All those people, all those lives, darling, where are they now? Don't you ever think about that, Sherry, dear? I do. Here was a woman, much like myself, a woman who once lived and loved with the same passions, fears, jealousies, and hates. And what remains of any of them now? Just this, and nothing more. A span of 4,000 years, a mere atom in the eternity of time. And now here I am, another woman living out her life. Oh, I want to cry. But I mustn't talk this way today.
Lorraine, dear, have you ever played St. Joe?
Oh, why no, Sherry, darling? What makes you ask that?
Why, because the expression on your face as you stood in that casket, it was pure Da Vinci. Please do it again.
Oh, darling, you're joshing me, aren't you?
Dear, I don't make light of these things. Why, there was an absolute halo about you. Please never do it again, dear.
Well, darling, I'm not sure exactly what it was I did, but I suppose I could... Oh, no, I mustn't, Sherry. I'm too silly.
My dear, at that single moment you approached the epitome of your art, and you should not be ashamed of it. Why, you asked me a little while ago what I wanted for Christmas. All that I want, dear, is the memory of you and that mummy case.
Oh, darling, I'm... Dust to dust, and dust thou art.
All right, there we go. Anyway, there's service for you.
We should be all right there.
Chicken, breathe easy.
Check that lock, will you please, Fatso?
I do believe it's broken. He doesn't get a little kiss on it.
What's next?
How do we get this out of here? Think fast, Captain, think fast.
Sherry, I'm leaving 3 parts. There's nice out there.
Oh, no, nothing at all. Nothing at all, Maggie, dear.
Shall I file these letters? I want that picture.
Oh, no, throw everything away. Oh, wait, give me the picture, will you, please?
The only thing I haven't done is call your broadcast order. Want me to do that before I go?
What? Oh, yes. Please do that right away.
I'll see you before I go back, Joe.
I knew that I'd seen this face somewhere before.
Foot pain, now.
Sound is up, Mr. Whiteside.
Yes. Mr. Stanley, 15 minutes. Well, just one small thing before I go, Mr. Stanley. Will you please summon those 2 officers in here and ask them to escort this gentleman down to the airport with this money case?
I'll do nothing of the kind.
Either you will, Mr. Stanley, or shall I inform my radio audience on my next broadcast that your sister, Harriet Stanley, is none other than a famous Harriet Stanley, who murdered her mother and her father 25 years ago in Gloucester, Massachusetts, with an axe. How would you like the good folk of this area repeating at your very doorstep that once popular little jingle? Harriet Stanley took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, and when the job was nicely done, well, she gave her father 41. Remember, Mrs. Stanley, that I do giving up something would make a hell of a broadcast.
Whiteside, damn it. I never.
You finding that out. Officers, will you come in here, please?
Whiteside, you're a great man.
Gentlemen, will you please escort this kind young man to the airport with this mummy case? I do believe he's sending it to a friend in Nova Scotia.
DOJ, cash on delivery.
Right, Mr. Stanley?
Yes, sir.
Handle it carefully, gentlemen. Fans who might love you're wonderful, and I may read a book about you.
Don't bother. Can't breathe. Goodbye, my little Maggie, my little chickadee. Remember, love conquers all. Don't drop that cake, boy. It contains 90.
Sherry? Sherry, what's that?
It wasn't please, Maggie dear. Oh, yes, a little Christmas present for you.
Sherry, you'll grab so big.
Don't thank me, Maggie. Just send me a necktie sometime. My habit called Maggie. I am off for New York.
Too late, Sherry.
Don't argue, rat girl. Do as you're told.
Yes, Mr. Whiteside.
Mr. Whiteside, I want to apologize. Don't think anything of it, Mr. Jefferson. Lorraine Sheldon's plans changed. She's off on a world cruise, and I'm taking your play to Catherine Cornell. Maggie will explain everything. Come on. Thank you, Maggie, darling. Mr. Jefferson, it was nice to meet you, and you'll never know the trouble you caused.
Goodbye, Mr. Whiteside.
Mr. Whiteside, are you still busy? Ah, yes, Doctor. Oh, very busy. But if you ever happen to come to New York, Doctor, try and find me. Mr. Stanley, I would like to hear, in the near future, that your son has been allowed to follow his own path, and that your daughter has been permitted to marry her young man. Or else, Merry Christmas. Everybody!
For God's sake, Maggie, when is all this? Where is he going? I didn't even know he could walk.
It's all right, sir. You're too young to know. Just don't ask questions.